Good morning. I woke up today to a surprise BOGO, and you may have noticed that as well. doTERRA's offering, if you purchase their pedal diffuser that's new, which I don't even have yet, so I'm excited to get that, you'll get Kumquat and Red Mandarin for free. And somebody this morning emailed me and asked, like, well, what are those good for? Because doTERRA doesn't offer them regularly. We haven't yet had a sustainable source enough to make it available year round for everybody who wants it. So it's extra special to be able to get it today because you can't order it on a regular basis. And I'm actually super excited because in February I made a blend called Sweet Perspective from this um, blend little booklet called Ease and Grace. And I used it in one of my new moon meditations, and everyone was just like, oh my goodness, that was just such a sweet, beautiful blend. And it had red mandarin in it. And I used the very last drops of the red mandarin I had gotten last summer. And I was really sad because I wanted to make more of that particular blend. It's called Sweet Perspective. I'll post it in my group and on my Facebook page, but it's 3 drops of red mandarin, 2 drops of Douglas fir, and a drop of ylang ylang. And what I love about it is for moms like me who have kids of whatever age, even like grown kids, maybe you're working a full-time job, part-time job, maybe you're just sorting out health issues. Sometimes life can feel like a heavy burden, and sometimes our kids, it can seem like so much work, and maybe we're not feeling super appreciated. Um, the red mandarin is just a beautiful oil for, in the emotions book, a childlike perspective of recognizing that yes, sometimes life is hard and parenting can be hard. Taking care of others can be challenging. And throughout each day, there are moments of sweetness that if we stop and we notice and we savor it, it changes the quality and texture of our life. And that's the smell that that blend kind of evokes, is just to take that pause, drop all the burdens of adulting, as I'm teaching my son to learn to do, and be a child in noticing that little flower. Or like how when you go for a little walk with kids, like 3 years old, they're like picking up every rock because it's so special and they need to save it. Or they notice the ant crawling across the path and it takes forever to walk down the block, but they notice and they savor the little details that we can overlook when we're feeling so burdened by adult responsibilities. So that's why I love red mandarin so much, and I'm so excited to get it again. Now, kumquat is actually an oil that I used in this month's meditation, the Leo one of alignment. And that's an oil that the emotional support characteristic of is like the kumquat, right? On the outside, it can be like bitterish or sweet, I forget which it is. And on the inside, it's the opposite, like it's a sour, tart fruit, right? And the write-up on kumquat is to consider if you are the kind of person, which I'm sure most of us wind up feeling like at some point in our lives, where outwardly we look all happy and like we've got it all together, and inside we're just like, ah! You know? And kumquat is about supporting us becoming more matched. That what's outside, what other people are seeing, is really what's going on inside of us. Not that we should just all be happy inside, but that it's okay to sometimes be irritated or frustrated or sad or disappointed. A lot of those emotions, I know for myself, I kind of would try to push away, like, it's okay, I'm not really disappointed and sad. And I've seen that pattern in my daughter, and it would make me sad when I would know that she's sad and she would put on the happy face. Because I wanted her to acknowledge that her feelings are valuable and valid, and it's okay to be sad when you're sad. You know, it's not okay maybe to lash out at everybody, but to acknowledge your inner feelings. And so that's the idea that kumquat brings. And so when we diffuse a blend that contains red mandarin, we can support letting go of those burdens and tuning back into that moment of childlike wonder in the world, because there is so much to wonder at. And kumquat is the one to say it's okay if we feel sucky. And it's okay to acknowledge and value our own feelings of hurt or disappointment or frustration or anger. Because when we acknowledge them, we can process through them and move back into a place that's more peaceful, more accepting of life. And we can be in alignment where we're not putting on a mask to meet others' approval or to show up the way we think we should, while inside we may have some festering, bubbling yuckiness. So, wow, those two beautiful oils are what we get today for free when we equip ourselves or someone we love with a diffuser. So, of all the BOGOs this month, this is the one I am most stoked about, if you could tell. And so, I hope that my thoughts maybe have helped you see why this might be a really good time to just check in and stock up on those oils that you can't get every month or any month. And I hope that they support you in beautiful ways as they've supported me. And I will put some of those recipes into our Facebook group. And if you are not part of our members' Facebook group, feel free to message me and I'll send you that recipe as well. Have a fabulous day.